in the modern dating sphere, something that you hear a lot is a lot of women will say that I want to date a man that makes six figures. And in the US, slightly more achievable, but still a very crazy expectation to have. But in the UK, where we are, if you earn six figures, it puts you in the top 3% of earners. Now, that is men and women. So if you adjust for men that are of a dateable age, within your age range, the percentage is so low. Then we start talking about men within that realm that are the height that women want. And then you talk about men that, what's your type? Do you like black men? Do you like white men? Do you like Latino men? Do you like Asian men? And then when you actually get to the crux of it, the percentage is so low. So what do you think about people having that sort of expectation?
Good question. I want to date a man that earns six figures, and there's only 3% of that in the UK. And when we say 3%, they're probably mostly of a particular type of, ethnicity. So this is where we're talking about dating without borders. Because if you're looking only at a segment of men or a segment of women, you might be cutting yourself short, selling yourself short, because you have to do your homework. What percentage of men are earning six figures? What percentage of men that you like, based on some of what you've said, which is to do with, nationality, height, age, maybe religious inclination. How many men are actually in all that fits, that would also be interested in you? That's what I'm saying. You have to start with yourself and say, rather than say, I'm looking for a man with six figures, what have you got to offer a man with six figures? What are you offering that he might want? A man that's earning six figures might also have some preferences, and it might not be you. What are you? Are you a six-figure earner? Because we have to start with what you are offering. What's your offer? When I was dating, and there were certain things I was offering. I was offering a man independence. I'm not going to be expecting you to do much for me because I'm earning my own money. I need more to be able to be myself. So what is your offer that you need somebody that is earning six figures? Really, that's really my question. So if I can flip that back, what are you offering a man with six figures? Because a man earning six figures will probably also be looking for a woman of a particular type, possibly a disposable type. One that he can say, right, I have you for Tuesday night. I have a different one for Wednesday or Thursday night.
Right.
Is that what you're looking for? Because if that's what you're looking for, one of many, then there's room for that. But if you're looking for a soulmate, I think looking for someone just for their earnings is not really the best way to go about it.
What do you think about the influence of social media in dating? Because I think, especially for someone like me, in the dating market, in a way that it wasn't before, like say my parents' generation, now people see all these fake lives on social media and genuinely, for some weird reason, think that mirrors reality. So then people have these crazy expectations that are based on social media profiles that aren't even real. Like you see private jets, but really it's just like some rented plane and they don't actually have a private jet, or cars, but they're taking pictures of their friends' cars. So everyone's living a fake life, and then other people have expectations in dating based on what they've seen. Oh, that person bought, their girlfriend a Birkin bag. That did that. So what do you think is the influence that social media has played on the modern dating market?
Good question. The modern dating market, we are looking online, as we've said, and social media is part of that. So it's kind of like something we love to hate. Social media is something that we are all consuming some of it at one level or other. But this is where knowing who we are is very important and what we're about. Because like you've rightly pointed out, there's a lot of fake images online. People portraying themselves in the way they truly are not. or portraying themselves in the way that they want to be perceived by others so that they can attract a six-figure man, for example, earning a six-figure and so on. So social media, you go to it being deliberate about what you want to get out of it. That's the way I believe it will help you with the dating situation. It has obscured what we call normal relationships, for example, because people go there thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not doing very well. I can see women out there, of my age or of my segments in life. I should actually be this far ahead, or, they're measuring themselves against other people. But really, we should be measuring ourselves against ourselves so that we can be the best version of who we can be. So, for example, I mentioned earlier that when I became divorced, I became homeless. Now, that's not really where a lot of people in their late 30s would be. But that's my current reality. So I have to start from where I'm at and begin to develop where I need to be. And the social media is where you go, I feel, this is my own personal opinion, to find what will help you be the best version of you. But you need to have an idea of who you are or who you want to be. And this is where having certain values will be very important. Because otherwise, what are you doing? You're basing other people's lives on, you're putting that pressure of other people's lives on yourself. And it might not even be real, what you're seeing. Because it's what the perception that they want you to see. So for me personally, I think social media is there to help you to be the best version of yourself once you have an understanding of who you want to be. So for example, if I want to find somebody to help me with a particular trade that I'm doing, or I want to reach out to other people doing similar things, I'll go to social media to look for that. But I certainly wouldn't be going to social media to tell me who I should be. That would not be the right way to use social media. So it's one of those necessary evils. It's here to stay, so we might as well use it to our advantage. Everything. I remember in those days when we were younger, television was not even considered to be something you should be watching too much of. Now nobody watches television. Well, we kind of like don't gather around the telly the way we used to. We used to say, oh, at 6 o'clock we'll watch this. Now you can watch anything you want. Netflix is there. YouTube is there. So many different ways of engaging.